rin na
Anong mensahe nyo sa Marcos administration na nagpakidnap at nagdala rito kay Tatay Digong?
I hope that they're happy right now. I hope they feel vindicated on what they did. I hope they got some sort of reward from this. This is borderline or almost borderline. No, it's borderline. It's borderline inhumane. Keeping an 8-year-old here away from his family, away from the land he called home. So, yeah, I hope they're happy.
How about your message po for all the Duterte supporters po?
I can't think, you know. Whenever I walk around anywhere in the Philippines, even here in the Netherlands, you don't hesitate to approach me to tell me that the deep love, respect, and admiration you have for PRD. That gives me inspiration to do better at my job, to be a better leader, and to help continue the fight to bring him home.
Sayang lang. Your
Congressman Omar, kung first time mo mapasok sentence, laki-laki makasabi humanitarian first. Walang tambad na doon sa appeals chamber nila na may humanitarian na reason para i-deny siya.
Congressman Omar, what is your reaction on the appeal chamber decision, please?
Of course, it's a bit gloomy, especially with the weather right now. It's befitting. As you know, my grandfather is 80 years old. I don't see the risk. They're telling the defense team that they failed to see grounds on his appeal. Half the time while we are talking, he doesn't even know why he's in there, in detention. The other half, he doesn't know that he's here. He's in the Netherlands. So I don't see what they don't see. He's 80 years old. He's got maybe 5, 7 years. I think it's better he should spend those time with his family.
Thank you.
Well, of course, you can't just sit down lying doing nothing. Still continue the fight. And if all our supporters are still with us, this is not the end. It's still just a part of it. This is still the continuation of our fight to bring him home.
Well, anong oras po ang dalaw niyo sa kanya ngayon?
It's around 1.
Siguro naman po, sinabihan na siya ng mga abogado
Alam
niya.
nyo, usually kung mapasok kami, it's all smiles. Kaya ayaw namin ipafeel sa kanya na sad ang atmosphere. Pero sige lang, may konting time pa man. Medyo naano lang ako sa decision kasi grabe tatlong grounds na. How that happen?
Saka siyempre po, 7 buwan na siya, wala pa naman napapatuloy ang pagkakasala. 8 buwan na. Sa Pilipinas, parusa na po yan. Nakakapagtaka po, no, dito sa desisyon ng korte, kung naniniwalaan yung news report sa Pilipinas po as a lawyer, dito natin tinatanggap ang mga news report. Nakakalungkot po. No?
Sige lang, a message to our supporters na lang. Please continue praying for him. That's the main thing that gives him strength. That's one of the reasons that we continue to fight to bring him home. So your prayers, that's enough. That's enough support. Advocating for his release. I hope that the ICC court leads into this, their humanitarian side, sees that the person is no longer a threat or a flight risk or anything. That's all.
Po, hakapin niyo po si Tatay Digong, ha. And please, my personal message is, I'm alive and well now, and I continue to support
Actually,
him.
i-update ko siya sa health status mo. Nag-alala rin siya. Pero sa timing ko man, bago ko nagpasok, nakita ko na okay ka naman, alive and well. Kita ko ngayong video na may nagsalubong sa'yo sa airport.
And pakisabi, sabi ng Diyos, talagang hindi kami pwede maghiwalay dito sa dahig.
Parang sabay-sabay talaga kayo
Sinakay na ako sa aeroplano, papunta Austria. Binaba pa ako ulit. Sabi, ayaw ko pa hiwalay kita tayo dito. Pakisabi lang po, nandito tayo hanggang huli. Okay? Lahat po kami dito, naririto hanggang huli. Walang iwanan. No? So, hang on that. We love him even more now that he is facing this challenge. Okay? Sige po. Media, do you have any further questions?
Yes, I have a question po. What's
Yes.
your next step po after the decision of the court?
Well, even if the appeals court didn't find any grounds, we still trust our attorneys and the legal team handling the defense of my grandfather. So it's up to them. The family fully backs their strategies and they know what to do next.
Thank you.
What do you think, sir, this from European Media Network, what do you think will be the possible next step that you're going to do specifically? Do you have any idea?
I didn't share anything with me about the possible next step, but I'm sure that the legal counsel will still do their best to find a way to exonerate him from the charges. Of course, I hate to use the word sad, but it doesn't express enough how I'm feeling. As some of you know, I'm the first grandson, so I spent almost all my life with him. I even lived in this house for a bit, so I know he really misses home. So it's a bit hard for me, especially later because we're visiting him with the kids. It's hard to keep a smile, but we should create an environment of happiness for him. He'll be getting the news soon. I'm pretty sure that the appeal for his interim release was rejected. So.
And are you worried about his health?
Always. Even when I'm not here, I try not to think about it. But it's hard not to think about it when you see him. He's 8 years old. He's very frail. The pressures that comes to the office that he held for so many years, the mayorship, the presidential, him being president, it takes a toll on the body. So you see it when you see him. That's why I was a bit bewildered why the appeals chamber saw that it's a flight risk, it's a risk to the people in the Philippines, when half the time inside he doesn't even know why he's there. Half the time he doesn't know that he's in the maintenance. So.
Have you had any updates about his health recently?
No, not yet. I tend to leave that to my dad and my aunt and my uncle to tell me any updates. Me, I don't focus on that too much because since I'm the one visiting him, I want to keep it jolly, especially with my kids around, to keep him, up in spirits. I always tell him that the people in the Philippines are supporters. Even the former non-supporters of my grandfather that are now supporters are wishing for him to come back home. So that always brings a smile to his face that there are still people who truly believe in him.
Congressman, are there plans for the family members to visit him, especially that the Christmas season is
Yes.
near?
I think there's a rotation. I'm not sure who's visiting, but I'm pretty sure, especially with the news now, one of us is going to be here to spend Christmas with him.
VP Sara?
Maybe. Me, personally, I hope it's me.
Oh.
I take every chance I get to spend time with him, especially with his age. Yeah.
Can I have another question, sir?
Sure.
Do you expect this decision from the ICC? Did you have any?
Of course not.
Yes.
We expected they appeal to their humanitarian side. I'm
Exactly.
pretty sure they know my grandfather PRD's medical records. They know his age. They know that he uses a cane to walk. So I know that it's not a risk to anybody. So when they said that when I heard that they rejected all three grounds for interim release, I was shocked, but sadness took over my shock. I'm not really na.
Anong mensahe nyo sa Marcos administration na nagpakidnap at nagdala rito kay Tatay Digong?
I hope that they're happy right now. I hope they feel vindicated on what they did. I hope they got some sort of reward from this. This is borderline, or almost borderline. It's borderline inhumane. Keeping an 8-year-old here, away from his family, away from the land he called home. So, yeah, I hope they're happy.
How about your message po for all the Duterte supporters po?
I can't think, whenever I walk around anywhere in the Philippines, even here in the Netherlands, you don't hesitate to approach me to tell me that the deep love, respect, and admiration you have for PRD. That gives me inspiration to do better at my job, to be a better leader, and to help continue the fight to bring him home.
Thank you very much, everyone.
Thank you very much, everyone.